Hey there everyone, today we are heading into the world of anime to give you the list of top 10 underrated isekai anime, so let's dive straight in. Number 10. AI Become Villainous. Wealthy heiress Katarina Clays is hit in the head with a rock and recovers the memories of her past life. It turns out the world she lives in is the world of the game Fortune Lover, an Odome game she was obsessed with in her past life, but she's been cast as the villain character who tries to foil the protagonist's romances. The best ending the game has for Katarina is exile, and the worst, death. She'll have to find a way to avoid triggering the flags of doom, and make her own happy future. The misunderstanding-based screwball love comedy now begins. Number 9. Recreators. Humans have designed countless worlds, each one born from the unique imagination of its creator. Sota Mizushino is a high school student who aspires to be such a creator by writing and illustrating his own light novel. One day, while watching anime for inspiration, he is briefly transported into a fierce fight scene. When he returns to the real world, he realizes something is amiss. The anime's headstrong heroine, Silesia Eupedelia, has somehow returned with him. Before long, other fictional characters appear in the world, carrying the hopes and scars of their home. A princely knight, a magical girl, a ruthless brawler, and many others now crowd the streets of Japan. However, the most mysterious one is a woman in full military regalia, dubbed Gunpuku no Hamegimi, who knows far more than she should about the creator's world. Despite this, no one knows her true name or the world she is from. Meanwhile, Sota and Silesia work together with Meteora Osterreich, a calm and composed librarian NPC, to uncover the meaning behind these unnatural events. With powerful forces at play, the once clear line between reality and imagination continues to blur, leading to a fateful meeting between creators and those they created. Number 8. Headhunted to Another World. Headhunted to Another World, From Salaryman to Big Four, follows Dennosuke Uchimura, an ordinary Japanese office worker who dies unexpectedly in an accident. Instead of passing on, he is summoned to a fantastical world by a demon overlord who offers him a surprising opportunity to become one of the 4 heavenly kings in his army. Lacking physical strength or magical abilities, Dennosuke initially feels out of place in this dangerous new environment. However, he uses his sharp wits, negotiation skills, and practical experience from his salaryman life to adapt. As he navigates this unfamiliar world, Dennosuke learns to solve conflicts, manage demon soldiers, and handle the responsibilities of his new role. The story combines humor, resourcefulness, and a fresh perspective on isekai adventures, showcasing how even mundane skills can shine in the most unexpected circumstances. Number 7. I Am Standing on a Million Lives. Yusuke Yatsuya has always disliked Tokyo, but he especially hates the people who live in it. He would rather thrive in a virtual world than try to get along with those around him. At the end of one school day, he sees the popular athlete Ayu Shindo talking to Kusu Hakozaki, who spends less time in school due to illness. But when he looks away from the two and back again, they have seemingly disappeared. Mere moments later, Yatsuya enters a state of free fall, and the world begins to change around him, dropping into a large pool of water. The first thing he sees when he comes to his senses is an assortment of enormous monsters. He soon finds out that he has been brought into a game world by Shindo and Hakozaki and that he must complete a quest within 14 days. There is one thing that separates this world from the real world. Anyone who dies will be brought back to life in 30 seconds as long as one party member is alive, tasked with numerous quests that increase in difficulty over time. Number 6. The Parallel World Pharmacy. World-class medical researcher Kanji Yakutani lost his little sister to a tumor years ago due to ineffective treatment. To honor her legacy, he has dedicated his research to developing new medications for such conditions. But as fate would have it, he overworks himself and passes away at the age of 31, only to be given a second chance at life in another world. When he wakes up, Kanji finds himself in the body of a 10-year-old boy named Falma de Medicis, the son of an esteemed family of medical practitioners in the same Fluve Empire. Bearing the mark of a deity's divine blessing, Falma is capable of performing a unique divine art, allowing him to create and reduce any substance with the knowledge of its chemical properties. After reading through some pharmacology books, Falma realizes that this world is operating on similar medical practices as in ancient times. He also learns that medicine is an exclusive privilege to the nobility, depriving commoners of proper medical care. Using the knowledge from his past life and the divine abilities granted to him, Falma resolves to make medicine available to those who need it, irrespective of class. Number 5. So I Am Spider. The day is as normal as it can be in high school as the students peacefully go about their everyday activities until an unprecedented catastrophe strikes the school, killing every person in its wake. Guided by what seems to be a miracle, a handful of students are fortunate enough to be reincarnated into another world as nobles, princes, and other kinds of people with prestigious backgrounds. One girl, however, is not so lucky, being reborn as a spider of the weakest kind. She immediately experiences the hardships of her dire situation. Even so, she must press on to survive the numerous threats that endanger her life. Discovering that her new world has a system like that of an RPG, she tries her best to hunt prey and defeat monsters to level up and evolve. As she gradually grows stronger, she hopes one day her efforts will be rewarded and that she will be granted a better life. Number 4. Sunny Boy. 36 students find themselves and their school building suddenly adrift in a void-like dimension. When supernatural powers awaken in some of them, a sense of detachment begins to divide the group. Despite the student council's attempts to impose order, they clash with the students possessing special abilities, who rebel against their strict control. This conflict leads them to discover that this world has its own set of rules, and following them is necessary for survival. After one of the students decides to take a leap of faith, the school switches dimensions once again. While they deal with the unique challenges and circumstances that each world presents, the students must unravel the mysterious phenomenon and find a way back home. Number 3. Magic Maker. A man who was 30 years old and wanted to use magic died unexpectedly, and when he woke up, he was reborn in another world. Named Theon, he had high hopes that there would be magic in another world, but there was no magic in that world. Theon became depressed and lethargic, but an event led him to discover the existence of magic. That's right, if there is no magic, then I will make it myself. With this in mind, Theon began researching magic from that day onwards. Eventually, through the spread of a disease that can only be cured by magic, and a chance encounter with an enemy that can only be defeated by magic, Theon becomes a hero who saves the world. This is the story of a simple magic fool who, while tossed about by fate, overcomes it with the power of magic and an indomitable fighting spirit, ultimately propagating magic to the people. Number 2. The Evil Lord of Intergalactical Empire. Liam Sarah Banfield is a reincarnator who finds himself in a unique universe that blends fantasy and advanced intergalactic technology. Reborn into an aristocratic family in a monarchic society within a vast galactic empire, Liam's goal is to become an evil lord. His previous life ended in despair after losing everything, leaving him determined to abandon living for others and focus solely on himself. In this world of spaceships and humanoid weapons, Liam embraces selfishness as his guiding principle, striving to fulfill his dream of ruling with cruelty and power. However, his unconventional approach and values unintentionally lead others to view him as a benevolent and virtuous ruler, earning him admiration and worship. Caught between his dark ambitions and the unintended adoration of his people, Liam continues to pursue his goal of becoming an evil lord. Will he be able to shake off his virtuous reputation and achieve the malevolence he desires, or will his actions forever mark him as a misunderstood hero? Number 1. Welcome Japan. Mrs. Elf. Welcome to Japan. Ms. Elf follows the story of Kazuhiro Katase, a skilled Japanese adventurer who leads a double life. By day he is an ordinary salaryman. By night he dreams of an alternate world full of magic, monsters, and his trusted elven companion, Mariabelle. In his dreams, Kazuhiro embarks on quests alongside Mariabelle, fighting monsters and exploring the fantastical realm. However, one day Mariabelle mysteriously crosses over into the real world, bringing the magic and challenges of her world to Kazuhiro's everyday life. As Kazuhiro tries to balance his mundane responsibilities and his new reality of protecting Mariabelle, the two share heartfelt moments, cultural exchanges, and unexpected adventures. Together they navigate the mysteries of her sudden appearance while deepening their bond in a story that blends fantasy, humor, and touching romance. So that's it for the list. Hope you found the video interesting, and if you did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.